This is the 5th video I'm making tonight, and I can't believe I am so unprepared because, like, my hair isn't brushed and I'm wearing a scarf that sort of kind of goes with my hoodie and not totally and completely. But I haven't done a keto update in a while, and so I thought that I better. So here's the deal. So 2015, you know what, I was trying to figure out when I started, and I know I've said in the video when I started, or a video about keto when I started, but I did recently look, and so in my FitnessPal, my weight was, it's kind of cool, well, except that it was so high, was 303 pounds on March 3rd. Ha! Yeah, so I got that going for me. But I sort of started dieting down from my highest weight somewhere after January 1st. My highest weight was 320. And so I've been working it, but basically started kind of a little bit keto on March 3rd, and then I got more into it somewhere, I think in May or June. I started ramping up, and I ramp up more and more all the time. Like, I started doing intermittent fasting, and I started not just keeping my carbs under 20 or even 15, but in some ways I'm almost zero carb. And although I use zero carb in quotation marks, that's how I always think about it, because there are, most people think of like eggs and cream or cheese or variety of things as zero carb, but the fact is there's usually some trace carbs here and there. Even eggs can have 1 to 2 carbs. And I know there's, I use heavy whipping cream in my coffee, but I know there's, and like barely a touch. But I know there's a carb or 2 here and there with those, so I figure my carbs, add up. If I get under 10, under 15, under 20, I don't really care, except that I now figure that my trace carbs add up, and so I no longer, I refuse most sides with my meals, even if they're vegetables. I don't usually get a salad, because, again, vegetables, if I'm going to eat carbs, usually I eat them as like in a salad form, or vegetables, something like that, or I go a little wild and eat treats, but that rarely happens. Like the last time it happened, it was summer, so anyway, oh no, I take that back. I had a couple pieces of fudge at Christmas, and thank God for that. I was craving fudge, probably because of the holidays, and I bought a piece of sugar-free fudge when I was out at the coast. I went into the candy shop there because I knew they had a sugar-free section, and they had sugar-free fudge, and I thought, perfect, I've been craving fudge. That I knew it would be disappointing, and it was totally disappointing. But then on December 24th, I went over for like a Christmas Eve brunch kind of thing with family, and my grandmother had made all these homemade cookies, and she'd made fudge, and I actually was not tempted at all by the cookies, but then I saw the fudge and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have a couple pieces of that, because I've been craving fudge, and that fudge was exactly what I wanted, and I really happily enjoyed the fudge, and I actually ended up losing a ½ pound over the Christmas holidays, so totally glad that I enjoyed the fudge. Which brings us back to the whole weight thing, because I always try to be honest with my numbers. So this year, oh, I know, I set a weight goal for January 1st, and I made it exactly, like not a ½ pound over, not a ½ pound under, but exactly. And I was, the scale had said about, I think, a pound high? Yeah, I think a pound high, maybe a pound and a half high. The day before, but it had been that way for days, and I thought, well, that's how my weight is. It sort of stays and then drops, and stays and then drops, and thankfully it dropped on the exact right day, and I hit, let's see, I think, I guess that weight was 213 was my goal, so I hit 213. on January 1st. And why 213, you may be asking? Is it because it's the Los Angeles area code? No, it is not. It is because that is from 320. If you figure that out, divide that, like, what is a third of 320? It's 213 point something something something. Is 2/3 of that. So I dropped a third of my whole body, my highest body weight in 2015. Yay! So, like, that was like 100 something, 106, 107, it's 107 pounds. It's actually, it was 106 point something something was the third, but anyway, you get the idea. 107 pounds in 2015. And today I arrived at 210 is what I'm at right now. And I think, is it, God, I don't even know, is it January 7th? Yes, it is January 7th. So in a week, I've lost 3 pounds, which is perfectly good. So, which is to say, keto is going well, and I am planning and hoping to make Wonderland by February 14th. You know, Valentine's Day. What a lovely love gift for myself, to make it to Wonderland. I don't know if I can do this here, but just so you have an idea of what my body kind of looks like. Not that I show my body off too often, but I think it's starting to look, I mean, I'm still considered severely obese. I still have to lose like another 20 pounds just to be considered just plain obese, but I think things are, I have huge boobs. I think things are coming along. These jeans that I'm wearing, I have sizes, I started in 28 women's, and these that I'm wearing are 18 misses. And it took a long, I couldn't get into them last week, I swear. I've been wearing 18 women's, and then I accidentally bought these recently at Costco. In fact, I think, if I remember correctly, I never cut this off this morning. No, I didn't. See, look, that's the, that held the tag on it, and I never got around to cutting it off. I should do that. So I accidentally bought the Mrs. size instead of the regular, for the 18 women's. I got into 18 women's easily, no problem at all. That was, I don't know, a month ago or something like that. But 18 misses was a lot harder, but I am definitely in them today, no problem. I think I'm in all of my smaller 18s, and there, I also have a non-stretchy 20s that a pair of 20 jeans. They're actually my favorite jeans, and I think even when I get to whatever I'm going to consider my maintenance weight, I think I will keep those jeans and have them tailored, because I love them, and maybe I'll show them off sometime. I should show them off soon while I can wear them. Let's see. So things are going well, and I'm really excited. I've been reorganizing my apartment. I know you can't tell because there's a bike back there and stuff is happening in the background, but I have been reorganizing the apartment, my room, and different things. And I have my bedroom where I have a new dresser, and I'm sort of trying to get all the clothes that fit in there, which means getting rid of tons of clothes that don't fit or aren't as awesome as I want, because now I have to pare down, so I may as well only have the awesome stuff. So there is like this huge pile of clothing over there, and it's the second one that is that size. The whole rest of it filled my entire car, and off it went to Goodwill, and now it's time to do it again. So there's those clothes, and oh, so the point is that I keep looking at the closet in the guest room, which is directly behind me, and that's where in the closet I have stored all the boxes with all the sizes marked on them, and I was so excited to get into the 18 box or two. Well, heck, I was excited to get into the 20 box and the 18 box, and then I have only, I think, one box per most of the other sizes except 16, which I have 3 16 boxes. So there's a lot to sort through there, but I've been so excited to get to them because that means they're sort of like a process. They come out of the closet, and I sort them like on the big 3 cushion couch that I have in there, and eventually I sort of sort them. There's like a first run through where I get rid of clothes that I've been keeping, and it turns out now that I'm here and I'm who I am at the upcoming size 16, it turns out my tastes have changed, so I don't want all the things I used to have, and so I'm getting rid of those kind of things, and then they're all sort of laid out, and then periodically, or not periodically, but when like these 18 misses, not women's, get kind of loose or something, or I just feel like some significant changes happening, like maybe I probably have some 16 women's and 16 misses in the 16s, so it won't be too much longer now, maybe like around 200, where I might try on some of the 16 women's and see how those are fitting. I probably won't get into 16 misses for like 20 more pounds. That's just sort of how that works. But anyway, I like to sort of stage them. For one thing, that helps me clear out the closet. And I moved all my clothes from my bedroom closet into the other closet because I don't wear a whole lot that hangs in the closet. I wear t-shirts and jeans and hoodies. So I'm excited about that because in organizing my home, part of that is I have to lose weight, which is great incentive. Like, I keep looking at my closet like, I want to sort all that out, but in order to sort it, I have to get the clothes that are in here now into my bedroom. They all have to fit, and and also there has to be a reason to pull out those 16 boxes, which for the most part has been, I have integrated the 18s into my bedroom. It's sort of like, I gotta do that before I'm allowed to pull out more clothes and get them staged and ready. And also, some of the very small clothes have sort of intermixed in some of the boxes of larger clothes, so I keep like shifting. I think there's like one half of a cushion in that bedroom back there that's got like really small t-shirts, and I can't get in them, and I'm not even gonna try. But they're at the far end of the couch, and they just get to keep getting a friend or two now and then. So there's that. Did not mean for this video to take this long, just for that update. But that's how it is. Keto's going well. I do primarily eat meat and fat. I eat fatty meat. In fact, tonight I experimented for the first time. I went to an Asian grocery. That's like what it's called, like Asian market or something. And I've got Korean style short ribs, beef short ribs. I think they're really thin. That's what the Korean that part refers to. And a lot of people slow cook short ribs, but those are like the bigger chunk things. And these are really thin. They only required, like, I did 2 minutes on each side, and I probably didn't need to do that much in my cast iron skillet thing. So, so those were fatty, and I liked that. Usually I do like a ribeye, which is fat. I've discovered ribeye cap steaks, which, as far as I can tell, at least in this city, I can only get at Costco. And that's making me happy, because then I can share it with you and wherever your Costco is. Unless it's the Clackamas, Oregon one. Don't take them from there, because I need them. Then you can get them. And they're very fatty and good. And, yeah, so there's that. And I usually fry them in butter and add some salt and seasonings afterward, and that's just exactly how I want it. Sometimes I eat it with horseradish cream or some kind of other fat. Not very often. Last night I had the Asian market sold tuna sashimi, just like a block sushi grade tuna, and cut in an exact square. It was super impressive, but it wasn't cut in little pieces or anything. But so you bought this, and I cut it myself, and I also bought some wasabi, but I cut it in pieces like a sushi chef would, only without great cuts, and it made like I think 12 or 15 pieces or something like that, and it was only $10, which I don't know about anybody else, but I go get sashimi and get a platter, and you get maybe 12 to 15 pieces, and it's $25-30. So you pay a lot for that cut. So I'm pretty happy to have discovered that. And I can't believe how fast time goes. I wanted to talk about other stuff. I guess I can, and you can choose not to listen. So I'm going to. What the hell? You can just stop the video. I should do a separate video for this. I will do a separate video for this. Bye. And in the separate video, I'm going to show you what this thing is that's around my neck. It's pretty special.